Hello everybody and welcome to Heroes of the Storm, hosted by yours truly, Camsquatch. So as you can see in this match, I am playing currently as Tassadar, who is put as a support character, support quote-unquote hero, but honestly he's not your typical support class for sure. I mean, you got Malfurion, Uther, and Lily, and guys like that are major healers. But then you take Tassadar, for example, and he doesn't really heal a ton, although he definitely still can do some healing. But the main priority with him is to give occasional shielding to teammates and or structures, if need be, and then just be annoying with the amount of damage that you can put out with your W, which his W is called Lightning Storm, which is, as you can see, a little circle, pops up, does damage in an area. And for the first talent I went with is Lightning Infusion. I don't remember the exact name, but basically it makes it so then any enemies, the amount of enemies like initially hit by the storm gives back about 5 mana per enemy hit. So it is definitely a good, it's honestly the best way to make sure that to ensure that you don't run out of mana in the later game. It definitely helps in the beginning as well, because Tassadar is a mana hungry character for sure. And as you can see here, I am currently having ETC down here in the middle lane with me, while Nova, Murky are in the bottom lane, and my buddy Malfurion is up in the top lane. So the best idea on this map is to try and soak the lanes as much as you can, trying to get as much XP as possible. And the worst thing you could do is in a MOBA die, so it's never worth risking trying to get a kill by dying. So first off, I could see that the tower is starting, and in this map, shrines, you have to activate them, and then whoever team gets the most little minions kills on the minions that pop out of it get what the game calls a Punisher, and the Punishers are the map's way of getting your team advantage. Now, see how we have a team fight here, and I am just chilling back, using my storm into a group of enemies, trying to put as much damage as I possibly can, while at the same time I am constantly giving shielding to ETC, trying to make sure he stays alive and in the fight, because he's our only tank, so it's very important for him to stay alive. And so far we are a little behind on the minion kills, but we're starting to catch up, pushing the team back a little bit. And there goes Nova. Nova goes down. So now it's a 4v3 right now. Sylvanas is really close, really close. We almost got, they're still technically ahead, but we'll be fine. Shielding Nova right as she was about to die from Butcher. Oh, and ETC got Sylvanas because she poked her little head out and was not careful. So the next talent I picked was Healing Totem. Now, Healing Totem is what gives Tassadar the ability to heal your teammates, and you'd be surprised how much healing you can actually get with Tassadar. I mean, I sometimes actually give out more healing than, say, a Malfurion even, which is very surprising, and you can get out more damage. So, as you can see, the Punisher targets heroes before it targets buildings. Like, it will prioritize hitting heroes before it'll go after buildings. And plus, there are 3 different types of Punishers, each have their own abilities. And see, right here I'm shielding Malfurion, make sure he stays alive, and then huge group of enemies hit. ETC slides in and does his stun, shielding him, making sure he doesn't go down. And I'm just basically being annoying and just poking them constantly, putting out damage, making it almost impossible for them to push consistently. See, now that's what makes Tassadar really good, because his ability range is ridiculous. You can put down that lightning storm pretty far away, and you can just poke all day. And then basically after you do that, see, I tried saving ETC, but my shield was on cooldown and I couldn't do it. So now we're just falling back ourselves, trying to make sure that they can't push the towers. And one of the talents I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now that you want to get is another upgrade to your W, the Lightning Storm, because basically any enemy is hit by your Lightning Storm, maybe not initially, but at all, even if they walk into it, any enemies that are affected by lightning storm will take extra damage from your basic attack, which makes you much better and can really punch out a lot more damage than in the beginning. See right here, they keep targeting. They're trying to punch me down, but I just keep chilling back because I don't really need to be in the fight constantly. Just trying to keep everybody alive, putting down the healing totem, getting as much health out as possible. See now, they're both going back. Nova's going back because she has no mana. ETC is going back because he needs health and mana, and we all are going back because I didn't realize that there is a tower that is getting ready to activate, and we need to all be up there. Malfurion right now is handling it by himself, which is not too bad. Sonya kind of trying to stop him, but he's using his root to the best of his ability. Oh, looks like Sonya's about to go down here. Yep, Sonya goes down. Butcher's right in the middle of our group. Get body block him. Trying to make sure he doesn't get away. ETC, yes, his slide is perfect. Stuns enemies. Maybe we can even get Sonya. I mean, my apologies, Sylvanas. But no, Sylvanas was barely able to get away. Zigara trying to push her way in, but not really looking like she can do much. And just like that, we got the Punisher easy. And right here, I believe, yep, Zigara goes down from the Punisher's mortars. This one is very annoying to enemy heroes because it destroys enemies. And Lily thinking she's safe, but watch out, mortars every time. You can't just go back there. And then, oh, who knows? I think Butcher is gonna go down. Sonya goes down. Oof, no. Oh, Sylvanas goes down though. I'm not sure exactly what the last hit was on Sylvanas. She looked like she had some health left. Must have got poisoned or something. But as you can see, we're just pushing the top lane, 2 levels up. Got our ults first. That puts us in a huge advantage. If we could force a team fight when you have ults before the other team, you'll most definitely guaranteed to win the fight, as long as like you're not terrible. At least most of the time you'll win a fight almost every time if you have the ults before the other team does. So it's good to try and press while you're level 10 before they ever get to level 10. But as you can see, I'm just pushing middle lane because I'm not really mana hungry anymore because I just keep hitting multiple targets with my W, so thus it gives me the mana back. And that's the ability I'm going to use most of the time. See, Sylvanas and Butcher trying to be sneaky, but you can't really hunt down Tassadar that I've noticed. And look, here's a small little tidbit for Butcher that we just noticed. His charge ability, if he tries to target you while you're Tassadar and you use your E, which by the way, your E makes it so then you're invulnerable and invisible and can't be targeted by anything for a very short period of time, which makes it great for escaping. But it also makes it so that if you're stunned or if you're trapped or rooted, you just use it and you can get away. But here, nope, another pure example of that. He tries tracking you down, it cancels his charge out, so he can't go in and hit you. Now, I didn't really execute it to the best of my ability because one of the best things that you can do with that in combo is if he tries charging in and he targets you, and you just wait till almost the last second and you just go into E, so he's surrounded, he's closer to your base or at your allies, and he doesn't get that initial hit. Oh, so we got another tower that got activated, so now we're going to try and see if we can get this. So see here, ETC popping his ult, I'm popping my ult with the Archon mode, which definitely gives you the most damage out of anything that you can pick in Tassadar's abilities, because his basic attack damage goes up immensely, and that goes hand in hand when you hit enemies with your W, because then they take extra basic attack damage, which I don't know what Sylvanas is doing here. She was just not a good idea, Sylvanas. You go down. Next talent, I go with Shrink Ray usually because it pretty much takes a enemy out of a team fight almost every time, or if they're trying to get away, then you can keep them from escaping because they can't really move that fast. I'll give you I don't think I might be able to give you an example here with Sonya. Yep, Shrink Ray. She becomes tiny, she can't really do anything, she gets targeted by everybody, goes down immediately, and then so does Butcher, and Zigara about to go down too. Watch, sniped. Yep, See, that's why Tassadar is so good with his lightning storm, because you can get ahead and just hit them barely while they're running away. Almost guaranteed to go down. Oh, Sylvanas really close to going down again. She got rooted right as she got rooted by Malfurion's stun right as the Punisher was coming in trying to hit her. We're just pushing the bot lane here. The Punisher finally goes down after pushing through an entire 2 sets of towers, trying to help ETC out, but he's gonna go down because he got hit by the Butcher's ult, which is lamp to the slaughter, which basically makes it so then an enemy in a range of a circle gets stuck there and can't run away, which makes another reason why Tassadar's E is so good. He can just use that if he gets hit by that and just it disconnects the chain and you just run away. So right now we are 3 levels ahead and pushing through the mid, and our teammate Murky is doing a really good job of getting camps and just being basically annoying as he possibly can be to the other team, because when he dies, he only dies for maybe a few seconds and he doesn't really count as a full death. See, right here they're trying to get Malfurion, but see, the shield just on top of a healer is just too good, can take so much damage. And then Nova trying to make sure she doesn't go down either, but I'm pretty sure somebody goes down here. Oh, Sylvanas going down. Really bad on her part. Oh, come on, Butcher. Zagara. I know you guys want to. Zagara's ult doesn't really do a ton, but it does. Oh, this is where Malfurion goes down because the chain didn't target me as Tassadar and I couldn't save him because my shield was on cooldown, which is unfortunate, but that's the only bane. Cooldown times are the bane of Tassadar's existence. So, but we have our tank back, and we're pushing, level up. Next one I go for is, I mean, you can go either way. One of 2 talents that are really good in that tree. It's really hard to decide what to go with. One of them, it makes it so then you can use your W twice in succession, which key thing to keep note is not to stack them because the damage does not stack. So you want to stagger them. The other one that you can go with makes it so then you can, oh, I'll explain in a second. We got a good team fight going here. He's got, oh my gosh, ETC's ult too good. Trying not myself to go down, using my healing totem and my shields. I'm going to use my E, get away. ETC goes down, but we were able to take down Sonya, and we were able to take down Zagara too. So, took out most of their teammates. Murky finally comes in. Oh my gosh, his Octo grab. We're able to take out Lily. Sadly cannot chase down Sylvanas because she got the talent that makes it so then her abilities slow down enemy heroes. But she's still being annoying, trying to poke her way out. I think she's going to go down here. Yep, she goes down because she just would not go away, and Malfurion uses his Moonfire, which is all he's been upgrading the entire game, so it had lots of damage, plenty of damage to finish her off. But as I was saying, the other talent that you can go with in the tree is to make it so your Lightning Storm slows enemies, which is actually really good too. See, Shrink Ray on Butcher, really good. So now we're just pushing down the middle lane, really having a good time. Sonya's about to go down because she does not pay attention to her health and gets body blocked. Lily about to go down. Ooh, I don't know. She saved herself with her ult, but that's a waste because then she can't use it in a team fight. She's about to go down again though. She's getting really low in health. Zagara. Oh, Zagara's totally. Ooh, Zagara's pushing her luck. Oh man, people are trying to chase them. It's not worth chasing when they're next to the core like that, except for since Sylvanas tried to go the long way around, we were able to get her. See, just shielding the tank as much as I can because he's the one that's going to take the most damage, and then the shield, the best way to use the shield is preemptively taking damage. So if you can use it before he jumps in, then that makes it so then that's damage that doesn't get taken to his full health, because the shield stacks on top of it even if he has full health, which makes Tassadar even better than a healer because he can just take away preemptive damage. So now we come down here, take this camp, because I mean we're 4 levels ahead. The best way to do it is to take as many camps as you can when you have taken away their first 2 tiers of towers. That way you get, because then after you take out the forts, you're able to get what we call the catapults, which make your minion waves so much stronger. Let's see here, can we get a team fight going here? Trying to see if we can. Oh, Zagara going. Ooh, she's so close. Sadly, can't chase her down. It is not worth going into the base there. But I saw that ETC went down to the towers here, so I decided that I'm going to help him out so he doesn't get taken down by their team. See, using the shield, trying to take as much damage as possible. Shrink Ray, Lightning Storm, basic attack. It's the best way to just take people out. Although I did notice that most of the time I don't really use the second Lightning Storm since it doesn't stack up. It's usually not worth it unless there's multiple waves or you're being chased by people. But I feel like the best thing to do is just use the slow. I think the slow is definitely the best one to go with. Murky using himself as a human shield to make it so we can get away safely, because a tower is about to go active again, giving us another Punisher if we can get to it first. Although I feel pretty confident that we can, considering we're 2 levels ahead. Sylvanas is not here to fight. Murky's keeping Zagara at bay while we take out Sonya. Sonya's about to go down easy. Yeah, she keeps jumping in when there's no team there. She's trying to 1v4. It's never going to go well. See, it just keeps shielding ETC. ETC uses his ult. We get Butcher. He's going to go down here. See, ETC's smart. He uses his ult after Butcher charges in, so then he's stuck there. Took down Lily. I don't know what she was thinking, trying to jump in the middle of 5 enemies. It's not usually ever a smart idea. So now we're just going to push bottom lane with our Punisher, while the only one left alive on their team is Sylvanas, so should be able to easily push this. Try and get to take this keep out before our Punisher gets here, so then it doesn't get hit by the tower at all. But you saw how I staggered out the 2 lightning storms. That way it does take extra damage, but if you put them right on top of each other at all, then they doesn't take any extra damage. Pulling out my ultimate form, trying to punch out as much damage to the core as I can, because we're just pushing. Maybe I'll take out Sonya here. Yep, Shrink Ray again. Shrink Ray is great against those melee characters because they just pretty much become useless. Murky and Malfurion go down, but we're able to see right here. Yep, ult does not hit us. That Lamp of the Slaughter cannot target us when we go use our E to escape. So Butcher does go down. Sylvanas is dead. Their whole team is dead pretty much. Lily's about to die too. Yep, Lily's down. And that is GG. Alright guys. Let's see here. Victory. Let's see how we did and how we stood up against the rest of the players, shall we? As you can see, we got the most takedowns out of anybody. Which takedowns in this game doesn't really matter a whole lot. We got 34 and 0 deaths though, perfect game. Siege damage and hero damage is where it really is. You can see we just had a ton of siege damage, even though we weren't really laning a whole ton. We weren't really laning most of the game. Hero damage though, that is where Tassadar can be really underestimated by how much he can deal. And surprisingly enough, I did more healing than our Malfurion even, and almost about 200 less than their Lily. So, and then 16,500 XP contributed. So I mean, you can just see how strong Tassadar is and how much he really is not really a healer. He's not really a support. He's a damage dealer more than anything. But you can definitely get top all 4 categories if you really need to. I mean, but if you're really topping hero damage, that just means you don't really have as much on your team. And luckily for us, we were able to take their damage dealers down, and they weren't really targeting well at all. They kept targeting ETC, which is not a good idea, especially when I'm putting shield on them constantly with Tassadar. Alright guys, well, I really hope you enjoyed this video. My name is CamSquatch. I will be making more videos like this in the future. Try to do at least maybe one video every week. I hope you enjoyed this, and have a great day.